If I'm a Pittsburgh Steeler fan, I'm embracing Aaron Rodgers because I have to. He's all I have. Again, it's like me loving Mark Hendrickson. Yeah, I wish I had better opening day, but I don't. I love you, Mark. Go get him, you two sports star. Aaron Rodgers comes to Pittsburgh and already we haven't seen a snap, an Achilles tear, a running out with the flag. We haven't seen a victory. We haven't seen a practice. We haven't seen nothing. Aaron Rodgers decided, here's an idea. Let me go on the Pat McAfee show. A real winner there to go on that show. I can't believe he's going to keep going on that show and say two things of note. One, when I retire, you're never going to see me. I'm going full Kaiser Soze. And then I'm just gone. Saying that while on one of the most popular and biggest shows makes me smile. Aaron Rodgers telling you that he doesn't want attention makes me smile. The guy is desperate for attention. He's one of those guys who says he doesn't want attention, wants to be alone, and then looks around with his eyes open, saying, wait a minute, I'm not alone, right? Someone knows that I'm doing Awananuska. Someone knows that I'm not signing, right? I haven't waited too long. People are still talking about me, right? Get me a report, he says to his assistant, of all of the mentions I have in every piece of podcast and newspaper around. Doesn't want attention. Give me a break. He goes on McAfee to say, yeah, I don't think I'll be back next year. I think it's a one and done. That's it. Aaron Rodgers spends the offseason telling us, I haven't made a decision yet. I'll do it in my time. Gets married. We have no idea to who. Doesn't want people to ask about his marriage. Very nice of him. Wouldn't it be easier just to cut off the discussion? Do you think when someone marries Aaron Rodgers, there's not a discussion beforehand? Hey, just out of curiosity, are we going to stay quiet? Is this going to be public? What do we want to say? What do I need to be aware of? What kind of social media pictures do I need to wipe? What would you like? Do you want me to wipe previous relationships or don't you? Aaron Rodgers would say, hey, do you want me to acknowledge Woodley and Patrick or just ignore it? What do you want, sweetheart? There are discussions that take place between normal people with no PR as it relates to their social media. In this case, you can bet your sweet Bippy there's a full discussion. Of course, it would be the funniest thing of all time if he's treating marriage like a vaccination, where he says he's married, but he's actually not. And then he'll say, oh, I didn't know you meant like married, married. I'm not married, married, but we've got an understanding. As you can tell, I'm a little over Aaron Rodgers, and he joins the Pittsburgh Steelers and provides immediate distraction, saying, yeah, I'm pretty sure this is it. That's why we did just a one-year deal. That's why, Aaron? Here's why you did a one-year deal. Because you'd have to be cuckoo to sign Rodgers to more than a one-year deal. The Jets did it. How did that go? Great. I mean, the Steelers, you can say a lot for the Steelers. You can criticize the front office and Tomlin all you want. Idiots? I think not. So, Rodgers signs a one-year deal and wants to explain why a player of his stature, the fact that he played 20 years, the great long run in the Super Bowl and the MVP and whatever else he's done, wants to make sure that you are all very clear. He doesn't want attention. But you better be sure to know that the one-year deal was his choice because he thinks he could be gone. You know what'll happen to him this season, Coca? And I don't wish injury. I don't want him to get injured for sure. It's worse for me if he gets injured. I just want him to be bad because I want the Steelers to understand that the way they acted this season by allowing Rodgers to dictate their timeline, by basically, even though you thought you were getting him and acted as though you were getting him, by definition, there was a kernel of a thought in a synapse in your brain that, wow, this guy's a little flaky. If he goes on some sort of retreat in Ecuador, he could end up staying there for 5 years. You never know. So he ends up coming back to Pitt, signs a contract, and before you can say training camp, he's on McAfee saying, yeah, this will do it. I'm pretty good. He said that The Steelers didn't need to put any extra years on the contract. So this was really about finishing with a lot of love and fun and peace for the career that I've had. Hold on, Coca. I'm sorry. I've got a small tear just right here. It's welling. I'll get over it. It's so emotional for me to know that he's going to have the proper end to his career, that there's great leadership with a city that loves to win, giving the Steelers everything I got, Captain, emptying the tank. I'm sure Jets fans are absolutely THRILLED. Thrilled, I tell you. Thrilled. What's going to happen with Pittsburgh? What do we think their over-under is at our friends at DraftKings? How many games are the Aaron Rodgers Steelers going to win? Let's just assume, if you look it up, and odds are subject to change, that their over-under is 8.5. That means that what if it is? That means that the sports books are saying that the best the Steelers are going to do, if you want to go over, you're going to get back to your 9-8 over 500. Mike Tomlin never has a losing season, but is a low seed and then loses in the first round of the playoffs plan. Or it could go under and you'll go 8-9. And what Aaron Rodgers will have done is led them to their first season below 500. Oi. The irony is dripping like sap out of an oak. I'm sorry, Coca. I'm adding work for you. I'm doing it. I'm assuming that the over-under is 8.5. You'll check it. Wait to see. 2 wait to sees today, June 2525. The Pittsburgh Steelers will finish with a losing record this season. Go under 8.5. Wait to see.